All right, everyone, buckle up. We've got a rapid-fire rundown of the biggest stories hitting the NFL today. First, Tom Brady is clapping back at coaches after Ben Johnson's surprisingly common-sense comments about his Fox work, and it sounds like TB12 is not holding back. Then, we're diving deep into why Sean Payton isn't sweating Tom Brady's dual role as a Raiders minority owner and Fox broadcaster, despite the division rivalry. Plus, we're getting the inside scoop from ESPN's Adam Schefter on why he thinks all the fuss about Brady and the Raiders' coaching booth is completely overblown. And finally, we're breaking down what Sean Payton really thinks about Tom Brady's conflicting roles, and it's not what you might expect. Stick around, you don't want to miss this. Hit that subscribe button and ring the bell so you don't miss a single update. Tom Brady fires back at NFL coaches with a common-sense jab. Questions are swirling again about Tom Brady's work with Fox potentially creating a conflict of interest, especially after he was seen in the Las Vegas Raiders coach's box with a headset. While Chicago Bears head coach Ben Johnson offered a defense, calling Brady's comments common sense, Brady himself took it a step further, appearing to take a shot at some NFL coaches in a social media comment. He stated, "Thank you for some common sense. Finally, a smart coach speaks up." This comes as Brady enters his second season with Fox and last year joined the Raiders as a minority owner. The NFL has specific rules, reportedly dubbed the Brady rules, limiting his access to teams he might broadcast, but this year he's seen increased access, including remote participation in production meetings. Despite the perceived conflict, Johnson maintains he's in pure coach-speak mode and has a good relationship with Brady. The NFL has clarified that while Brady can be in the owner's box as a limited partner, he's still prohibited from team facilities and must use league-issued equipment. Fans and analysts are debating whether Brady's involvement creates an unfair advantage, with some pointing to his access to information. But is this just a storm in a teacup, or a real issue? We'll delve into what other NFL heavyweights are saying next, including the famously direct Sean Payton. Sean Payton shrugs off Tom Brady's Raiders ownership and Fox broadcasting gig. Remember when Sean Payton and Tom Brady were rumored to team up with the Miami Dolphins? Well, that never happened, but now they're both in the AFC West, albeit as rivals. Payton, the head coach of the Denver Broncos, was asked about Brady's unique position as both a Fox Sports broadcaster and a minority owner of the Las Vegas Raiders. His response, unfazed. "It doesn't concern me," Payton stated. He acknowledges Brady's ownership of a division rival and his broadcasting role covering NFC games, but sees minimal overlap. Payton emphasized that Brady's broadcasting duties don't typically involve AFC games the Broncos play, and thus, he doesn't see it as a threat. He even referenced Bill Parcells' tactics to keep teams focused, suggesting he might take similar precautions if Brady were present during a Broncos game on Fox. Ultimately, Payton's focus remains on his team and the game on the field, viewing Brady's dual role as just another intriguing element of the modern NFL. Payton's pragmatic approach highlights a focus on competitive integrity and team preparation amidst evolving league dynamics. But while Payton isn't worried, others in the media world have strong opinions. Next up, we hear from ESPN's Adam Schefter on whether this whole situation is being blown out of proportion. Adam Schefter defends Tom Brady's Raiders role, professional and moral. Tom Brady's presence in the Raiders coaching booth has sparked a significant media debate, but ESPN's Adam Schefter believes the situation is largely overstated. Schefter stated on Tuesday that he trusts Brady to act professionally and morally, asserting, "I don't think he's sneaking into the Chiefs' facility as a broadcaster, stealing secrets, and then dispensing them to the Raiders." Schefter argues that the information Brady gains is accessible to anyone who studies film and that such concerns are being a little oversensitive. While Brady has downplayed his role with the Raiders, his position as a minority owner grants him significant access. This contrasts with the strong criticism from figures like former Bengals quarterback Boomer Esiason, who called the situation complete and utter BS, arguing it gives the Raiders an unfair competitive advantage by allowing Brady intimate knowledge of opposing teams and game plans. Easy asking questions how Brady can remain objective while being involved in such capacities. The debate rages on, with some seeing a clear conflict and others, like Schefter, dismissing it as overblown. So, is Brady playing fair, or is this a genuine competitive edge? We'll get another perspective from Broncos coach Sean Payton, who has a unique take on Brady's conflicting roles. Sean Payton remains unbothered by Tom Brady's dual roles as broadcaster and Raiders owner. The NFL world is abuzz with discussions surrounding Tom Brady's dual roles as a minority owner of the Las Vegas Raiders and a broadcaster for Fox. Despite reports of Brady speaking with Raiders offensive coordinator Chip Kelly multiple times a week, the NFL has stated he hasn't violated any rules, as he can only participate in production meetings remotely and is prohibited from attending practices. However, this hasn't eased concerns for all. Broncos coach Sean Payton, a division rival, has voiced his lack of concern. "It doesn't concern me," Payton said, acknowledging Brady's ownership of a rival team and his broadcasting duties. He added, "And then he covers games. That doesn't bother me." This sentiment is echoed by Cowboys coach Brian Schottenheimer, who joked he wouldn't even talk to Tom and stated, "I don't have a problem with it." Bears coach Ben Johnson also expressed minimal worry, calling his interactions with Brady pure coach speak mode. Brady himself responded to Johnson's comments on Instagram, thanking him for common sense and calling him a smart coach. While three coaches seem unconcerned, scrutiny across the league persists. Payton and other coaches are prioritizing on-field competition over perceived conflicts, while league officials maintain Brady is operating within the rules. We've heard from coaches and analysts, but what's the ultimate takeaway? Stick around for our lightning round recap and the full call to action. And that's a wrap on today's NFL news. We saw Tom Brady firing back at coaches with a common-sense jab, Sean Payton remaining unfazed by Brady's dual roles, Adam Schefter defending Brady's position, and Payton weighing in again on the whole situation. Don't forget to like this video. Subscribe to the Roger Report for all your breaking sports news. Hit that notification bell so you never miss an update. Leave us a comment with your thoughts, and follow us on all our social media channels. We'll see you next time.